Hi guys, Adam here from Blend. Hope you're doing very well. Really pleased actually, we're now into the third week of our 12 days of Black Friday Cyber Monday learning. And a topic that I know a lot of you have been interested in for a while, and I know certainly we as Blend talk a lot about, which is push marketing. And I think one of the things, for me is that when it comes to push notifications, it's something I think a lot of sometimes that people are a little bit unaware of in terms of what actually can be done. So I'm really pleased today to welcome Felix from PushOwl. So Felix, thank you for coming on.
Adam, thanks for having me. It's good to be again with you on the show. Great.
Perfect. Well, look, Felix, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take a bit of the back seat, hand it over to you. And when you're ready, if you want to kind of set us up with setting up web push marketing for Black Friday Cyber Monday success in 15 minutes.
That's right. Let's go. I'm ready.
Thank you.
All right. Good. Yeah. Hey, first of all, hey everyone who's live right now. Also, you guys are very welcome to ask any questions. I know a lot of people have questions. I know it's a new marketing channel, so obviously it hasn't been around too many years. So I know a lot of people are not yet familiar. So this is your chance. Before we talk about web push marketing, I'm going to take 30 seconds just to show what I'm talking about. So when we talk web push notifications, we are talking about sending push notifications with the browser. So that is your Chrome, your Firefox, your Opera, your Safari. This works on desktop and on mobile. And the opt-in happens here with these browser prompts you must have seen by now around the web. And then you receive push notifications. And they might be looking like this. So they slide into the screen, whatever device you're on, and then you can click on them to go to your Shopify store, or the subscriber can close them. So that's just setting the basis here. Now I'm going to dive into PushOwl, right? Because I mean this is the dashboard I'm familiar with, but I'm really wondering. That sounds crazy, but all I want you guys is really to start with web push marketing. So if you guys are using another tool, fine. But like everyone should get their hands on this marketing channel. It's probably like email in the 90s. It's a new marketing channel. It's very high CTR. Its adoption rate is really high. So use this as a competitive advantage towards everybody else who is, especially for BFCM, going to be crazy to get people's attention. Cool. So we have seen that last year, a lot of people obviously installed PushOwl. We had crazy amount of people sending push notifications. And all I'm saying here is going to come back to 2 points. Point one is you can save on ad costs. Like if you use push notifications as an additional marketing channel, you do not have to compete for the attention of your audience by running Facebook ads, Instagram ads. You have just less eyeballs on this medium yet. It's also less known than email marketing, so you can grab more attention. And the other thing is you do not need any personal information. So if you're talking about abandoned cart reminders, I'll talk about that in a bit more. You don't need email addresses anymore, so you can send push notifications to people who have abandoned their cart. And you can skip that asking for email thing. All you need is them to click allow. Cool. So BFCM, right? Promised you guys to learn this in 15 minutes. It's not going to take any more minutes. We're going to need 3 things to discuss here. First thing is opt-ins. So obviously people come to your store and you want the people to opt in. And you have typically multiple ways. If we're talking about list building, like building a lot of subscribers, you need to show them some kind of prompt with some kind of delay. So here in PushOwl, it looks like this. There are 2 ways I want to talk you guys through. So you can show a browser prompt directly, and this is probably what most people do. And it works. Like you get a massive subscriber list if you just show your store visitors this little prompt here. PushOwl, like my Shopify store, etc., wants to show notifications, block allow. So this works, builds very fast, builds a subscriber list very fast. However, what you can also do is you can show a little custom prompt up front. It's my German store here. BFCM offers up to 60% reduced. So you can explain people why they should opt in. Obviously, I understand this is adding an additional step. So you have to click allow before they see the browser prompt. But time and time again, we see that people who understand more why they opt in have high engagement rates, more orders per subscription, and stay longer with the offers you will be promoting with push notifications. And especially if you're talking about BFCM, if you're thinking about, okay, how do I build my list? What do I promise people? This is a very efficient way of communicating with your store visitors of why they should opt in. And then obviously you have to deliver on what you promise. Quick thing, a bit more advanced, but important to mention, what you can also do is you can promise a coupon code here. So people know, okay, why do I subscribe? Okay, because I get a coupon code. You know this already. You know this from email marketing. You're doing this already. And then you go into the welcome notifications here, and you start sending them this immediately after they subscribe. So custom prompt says, get a coupon code. You can even say the coupon code is only valid for BFCM, right? You set up your coupon code on Shopify discounts. Like this is you. You decide that. Whatever you want, whatever kind of coupon code you want to give, you can do it. And then you promote that coupon code with this push notification. You can add a shareable discount link so that it gets automatically applied, so people don't have to remember anything. And this is how you build your subscriber list. You set context, you make sure people know why they subscribe, so they have high engagement rates. So this is the first thing. So obviously, build your subscriber list. Build it as early as possible. I cannot say this often enough, and I don't want to go into a rant or something. But building the list is always important. You don't want to be 2 days before BFCM. You don't want to pay a lot for Facebook ads just to get traffic to your site, because people will be ready to purchase. BFCM, even if you're in Great Britain, even if you're in Germany, it's an American concept, but direct-to-consumer brands, Amazon, have taken this over the Atlantic to us. So consumers are expecting, they are ready to buy, but you have to reach them. It's so important. Okay, quick other thing, just going to be very brief, abandoned cart reminders. I talked about this already. Make sure you have your routine set up. Make sure that all the add to cart clicks you get because of your high discounts, that they actually convert. And you can do this by setting up this routine. Obviously edit the text so that you get into this BFCM theme. You can offer coupon codes, etc. And this will help you a lot because people are browsing around a lot. They might have 4 or 5 websites open. It might be competitors of yours. It might be Amazon. It might be another marketplace. So they add a lot to the cart. They don't necessarily add the email all the time. So by doing this, by using web push marketing, where you can skip all the email submission part, you make sure that they keep on coming back. And this automation actually, per reminder, we see a 9.7% CTR. So of 10 people getting reminder one will actually come back. And this helps you to bring back new offers, make them convert, explain them to why your brand is superior, this BFCM. And you can also do this with other automations, but I got 15 minutes, so I'll just skip real quick here to campaigns. This is probably the most interesting thing, because if you are starting now, it is September, BFCM is end of November, you got 2 months to build your subscriber list. Think of roughly 5% of people opting into your subscriber list. So you can somehow get an idea of your general store visits, and you can start thinking about, okay, how big will my subscriber list be end of November? And then you can start sending campaigns. Of course, you can start sending campaigns just on Black Friday, but think about what else you can do. Think about what kind of hype you can build up front, like teaser the deals, etc. Even more sophisticated if you think about cross-pollinating your lists. So for example, that you are maybe having an easier time to reach people via SMS. Like maybe you have SMS bump installed, but you are not able to build such a large phone number subscriber list. What you can do with PushOwl and with your huge amount of web push subscribers, you can also bring them to a landing page where you, for example, promote a phone number, like a phone number submission for SMS bumps, so that once it hits Black Friday, that you can use SMS as well, like one additional owned marketing channel. So this is where I'm getting to,
Like
right?
maybe like, SMS pump installed, but you are not able.
Don't just depend on ads, and don't just depend on email. Like, build your lists. Really benefit from one additional owned marketing channel. And most people are maybe familiar with WebPush or PushOwl already. I just want to show you briefly of what you will be able to do. So when you send out push notifications, you'll be able to, add a title as a message. It actually looks a little like a Facebook ad, and you can upload these large images that you've seen earlier on my demo. I'm just going to show them again here. So this is really flashy, and this really shows on your device. So you have an easy time to just get the attention of your store visitors who subscribed and get them back on Black Friday. So now what can you do here? You probably have some ideas already. If you are really low on stock on something and you really want to get this out for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, then this is obviously good to like broadcast something to all your subscribers. But you can also just like keep on teasing the people and just try to get them engaged, maybe for a Facebook group you have, or maybe you get them engaged to come back and sign up for a giveaway. So you have a lot of, it doesn't always have to be product promotions. That's basically what I'm saying. So this format gives you a lot of opportunities. One important thing that people keep on forgetting is that if you are promoting or if you are going towards BFCM, make sure that you shouldn't be acting in a rush, right? You have so much to do. There's going to be problems, I'm telling you, and I hope the problems are going to be small. But with PushOwl, or with any tool, to be honest, as with email marketing, make sure that you schedule everything in advance, right? You know the promotions you're going to be run. So make sure to sit down. 4 hours will be enough to schedule the 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 campaigns you want to run. Maybe run them as a flash sale. Like if you know that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, each going to have different deals, use the flash sale feature. So that basically makes sure that nobody will see a push notification after the deal is done. So let's say if I'm running a promotion just until tonight, if somebody is supposed to get the push notification tomorrow because they were offline or because they didn't have their phone with them, etc., you make sure that they're not getting the push notification on September the 22nd. And this obviously works for every day. So I hope I was able to show you really quickly on what you must do. So this is really the stuff that nobody should be forgetting. Quickly adding a few more ideas. For example, you will have a lot of purchases, right? Like people will buy. Think about integrating, for example, with Judge Me. This allows you to send review requests as push notifications. So you send your email, but you also send your push notification. This makes it easier to benefit from all these deals. Maybe you have low margins on these deals, but at least you get reviews out of them as well and get some engagement. Obviously, Judge Me allows you to send additional coupon codes, so you win them back for a second-time purchase. And if you run, for example, if you run on Shopify Plus, you can also use Flow to build an integration, for example, with Loyalty Line. Like once people have more points, they get a push notification to remind them, hey, you got enough points for a deal, you got enough points to go to the next tier, why don't you go back to the website? So I want to make sure that all you guys understand, like push notification is a really versatile medium that is more than just like sending out deal, but really allows you to be creative and to think up front to see what works for your brand, what works for your store, and yeah, invite you to try out different stuff this BFCM. And as you know, you can always message us here on the chat, and we'll be there for you with help and any ideas, any content, or even prepared images for BFCM. We have templates prepared for you. so that we really make it as easy as possible for you to get started.
Fantastic. Thank you, Felix. And we've actually got quite a few questions. So that was great. And I think I'll probably come back in a second. So just the first one then. So we had a question from Lawrence here, who was saying that they've been using PushOwl for about 3 months. They've got about 50,000 traffic per month, have about 300 subscribers currently on PushOwl. And they said they're listening to grow really slowly as most are assets from mobile. And then what they've said is that what can they do to improve the subscription rate? So have you got any kind of tips in terms of looking at that sort of, if perhaps you're not seeing subscribers from your push notifications, how you would go about doing that?
Yeah, I super understand that. So actually, let's talk about the two issues Lawrence might be facing. So one issue, for example, is on iPhone, like Apple hasn't built in their iOS, in their software that runs the iPhone. They didn't introduce the push opt-in yet. So if you do have a lot of iPhone traffic, these guys will not be able to opt in. Like, we will also not show any opt-in. So that can result in lower traffic, lower subscriptions. But what can you do? Like, let's talk effective ideas. So try different things, of course. But like, one idea is really use the browser prompt. If you have been on custom prompt so far, try if you are getting more subscribers with the browser prompt. This is just removing one friction. So see if this is the issue. Like, is the issue that you have created one more click, and therefore you get fewer people to subscribe? With the browser prompt, you create like a good baseline. If that doesn't work, for example, what you can try is we have an integration with Wheelio, for example, this spin to wheel function. So if you integrate, you can have your store visitors spin the wheel and for subscribing to push notifications. So basically use gamification. What else works well? I mean, hit us up on chat. We can one-on-one discuss your case. But so yeah, to wrap up, like, try the browser prompt with a low delay time to see if the frictionless opt-in helps. Gamification with Wheelio, for example. Custom prompt, like as I said in the demo before, try a bigger coupon code or try to promote a coupon code. These are the 3 typical tips, but please message us on chat, and we can also like see your dashboard and see what strategy can work for you.
Fantastic. So Lawrence, hope that answers your question, and I would just kind of echo here, guys, as a partner of PushOwl, we know how great their support is. So like obviously Felix said, they do feel free obviously to reach out to them. Obviously you can chat with them on the site as well. So another question we have here from Herb, who says, is the flash sale feature an extra in the upgraded version? Mine's grayed out. And if so, what does it look like?
Yeah, this is actually an enterprise feature. We can give you that as a test, Herb. Like, if you want to test this out, especially for BFCM, I'm going to be happy to unlock this for you. So what this do is basically, well, how does it look? It looks like as a subscriber, you will not see the push notification if you are supposed to see it after this time. So the most typical use case is that, for example, some phones go into some kind of battery saver mode and then you don't receive push notifications, or your laptop is off, like you are just offline, or the power is off. And then what happens is these flash sale push notifications are going to be having this expiry time inbuilt. So when the guy is opening the laptop again, or when the girl is leaving the battery saver mode, then it's after the expiry time of the flash sale, then the push notification will just not show. And this is important because, like, if you think about email, right, you're sending out an email, everyone is going to receive this. And the push notification technology really changes the flash sale game, because suddenly you can say, nope, you're not going to see it because you're too late. And this reduces customer support issues. It makes sure that all your push notifications are relevant. It reduces the amount of push notification that you actually sent, because some people will not get it. And yeah, if you want to test this for BFCM and you are not ready to upgrade to enterprise, just message me up on the chat, and I unlock that for you for the BFCM period.
Fantastic. And Herbert just wanted to say, so he's very happy.
Cheers.
That's excellent. And also a thank you there as well from Lawrence too. So look, I think to answer you, Felix, we've got we've just got another question here. So I'm going to bring that one up. Unfortunately, this person's name showing at the moment. It says, how does a merchant go about matching the design of the push notification to the design style of website? Do you have data to suggest the design or format or copy that works best for converting list subscribers?
Right, converting list subscribers. So, I mean, for the push notification itself, like the one you send and that your subscribers are going to receive, its design is like set by the browser and by the operating system. So they will always look like this. And for the title, we do have some best practices, as they are especially going to be about the length. And for the hero images, we have seen that like high contrast images, low text, like don't put too much text on your hero images. This works well. But actually, most of the time, what people need to do is they need to A/B test their images or whatever they're trying to do. So when you jump into the segmentation builder, you can have a A and a B segment, and you can basically send this image that is like this and the other image that is like that. I mean, what's a typical test is, for example, image of the product, image of the people using the product. So I don't have ad hoc. I don't have like a lot of best practice things here. I've seen a lot of, so here's another thing that's maybe interesting. Like I've seen a lot of merchants just streamlining their process of creating these hero images. So they have introduced a certain branding guideline that they know, okay, half the image is going to be text, and whatever like promotion I'm running, like the style of that promotion, and the other one is the image of the product or the collection I'm promoting. And this way, this creates something that we have a hard time measuring, but for the merchant, they make sure that whenever one of the subscribers receives a push notification, they just glance at it, right? Because a push notification is just coming in, like the guys might be doing something else, and people will realize, oh, this is this brand. I have time to check it out. Oh, I don't have time. I might want to go back to it later in my notification center. So this is, yeah, I mean, sorry for not answering your question like right to the point. Usually it needs some time to figure out what works well with your subscribers. And then really branding wise, the only thing you can change is your hero image. And for opt-ins, you can obviously work with a custom prompt to change colors here and the store icon. Or if you want to build everything yourself, you can use our custom code to create this pop-up yourself. But that's a lot of work. That's something you might not want to do right off the bat. I guess you want to first try, working with what we give you here in the dashboard. I mean, I hope that helps. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to add as well, Felix, thinking if you're already using email marketing and you've done some A/B testing on your images and email marketing, and likewise, if you've done A/B testing on your site in terms of different images on there, Facebook ads, using those kind of same kind of principles in terms of either testing for your push notifications or looking at those and saying, look, well, actually, when it comes to, for example, our welcome flow in an email, if you're using that as kind of a welcome message, then I would say use what works best in that context first, and then kind of read back and test it. Because I think that's the thing here. It's about making sure that you are using things that you do know about how your demographic responds in obviously new tools that you maybe have not used before.
Right. Yeah.
So I've got another question here from Herb as well. So I'm going to pop this one up as well, Felix. So about smart delivery, also an upgraded feature. How does it work, or how does PushOwl recognize the probability of the user being online at a specific time?
See how what Herb's doing here. He's just asking about all the enterprise features so I can unlock them for him. Very easy. We just look into last click. So we understand when people click because they must have clicked at some point. And that's what we use and move forward. And I think there are some other parameters, but basically, because we don't necessarily care about somebody seeing it, we care about like engagement, clicking them. So smart delivery is all about the individual. That's important. The individual user data we have about clicking. That's the low tech answer I can provide for you. So you can rest assured that enabling this will help you to get a higher CTR. Nothing crazy, like not doubling it, but we see like a 1 percentage point increase, for example, is something that can happen to you.
Excellent. And again, it looks like Herb is happy with that one. So
just make sure to message me, right? Just ask for Felix on the chat, Herb, and I'll get you there.
Fantastic. Okay, Felix. Well, look, that's been fantastic. And guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you do have more questions, please do comment on the groups that you're watching this from. Felix, I know, is part of those groups anyway, so I'll make sure that obviously if there are any questions as well, Felix, those get through to you. And obviously the main thing to do as well, guys, too, is that if you want to know a little bit more, obviously, about PushOwl and some of the integrations are available, you can also download the Shopify app lookbook, which also talks in a bit more detail about, obviously, PushOwl there. But I would definitely recommend as well, guys, as Felix says, do go ahead and obviously chat with the guys at PushOwl directly. And as I say, if there are any questions at all, do reach out to them as well. And obviously make any comments on this post, whether you're watching it in real time or obviously if you're watching it sort of after it's been recorded. So look, guys, that's great. Thank you very much. Felix, thank you.
Thanks, Adam. It was great being here.
Perfect. And again, guys, do tune in tomorrow at the same time, 10 a.m. EST or 3 p.m. UK. And tomorrow we'll be joined by Kasia from Loyalty Lion. So hope to see you then. Cheers, guys.